Woody likes the crooked cock.
Render, I'll just pop it in and I'll play a couple games and I'll dip out. There are long tail games called like The Gallery, which is a really cool kind of like detective thing. You got to walk around, pick up, look through things, look underneath things, try and find clues for something. Really beautiful game. But like shit like Audio Shield, which is just like audio surf, where you just block beats, kind of like Guitar Hero, except you're just punching them in VR space. That's fucking awesome. Fun. Yeah. It's simple fun. It's like it takes no effort. You get in orange, blue, block orange and blue. But like it's just so impossible to understand until you're in the experience.
I'm going to do this, and I'll tell you why. It's what you said about your dad really liking it. I want to show this to my dad because I feel like it'll blow his fucking mind, and I want to see his reaction to it. Because like he's never liked video games. He's always hated my video games, and like you can't even get him to sit there for more than 30 seconds. So I think if I'll take the whole rig over to his fucking farm and like plug all this shit in and buckle him up and blow his mind. I think that'd be fun.
I gotta.
I think I'm gonna get on board
that he would suddenly like virtual reality? That just strikes me as something that older people are gonna be like. Just like, you know, have you ever tried to get someone who's older who didn't play video games when they were growing up, and they just can't for the life of them figure out how to move both at the same time?
It's different.
I feel like is this
going
to be something that if you're older, is it just like you put it on and you're like, oh, I have a headache, I can't handle this?
No, I mean, and the only reason I'm saying this is because, one, I get horrible motion sickness. That's always a question. I can't sit in the backseat of a car, all right? So, and I can't go.
Convenient.
Yeah, convenient. Give me that shotgun. But my dad is like that.
I know one of you people.
My dad's like this stoic businessman.
I simply can't.
Actually, that's me that Kyle might be talking about. I get seasick, car sick, and air sick, and it's one of the questions I've been waiting to ask. Like, am I going to get VR sick?
I don't understand this bullshit. First of all, when I do get sick, you just fucking get it over with. You vomit, get it all out of your system, guzzle some Pepto.
I wish that worked. I like after you throw up on your motion sickness, unless you're out of the motion, you're still sick. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not like hangovers.
Yeah, or like I've had fevers where I get sick, and then after I throw up, it's like, wow, I think I just got cured. Motion sickness, you're cured when you land.
When you were on that fishing trip and you were so sick, did you ever consider getting in the water?
Yes, I did. I mean, it's risky because we're trolling, right? So there's like 18 lines just like behind the boat, all dragging. Like I would just get shredded, right? But I was like, man, I feel like that would cure me if I could just like limp to the edge and fall over. But you were the sick thing, so.
Right. I've played 2 games that have given me motion sickness. One's Elite Dangerous. It's a seated experience. It looks gorgeous, but you're piloting a spaceship in 0 G's. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I do a backflip, and I'm just like, no, we're done with that. Like it's not good.
That sounds like so much fun.
Did you say that you were
on board with this?
Prone to it a little bit, like close to me?
I am prone. I am probably the same. I'm very prone to it. That said, the only other games that I can find a correlation between me getting sick are games that you are not directly in control of your body, and like your body and your head are one. So if I'm looking this way and I'm walking this way, I'm gonna start feeling sick. Like that's uncomfortable to me, and it's uncomfortable to a lot of people. But there have been.
Wait, hold on. If you look this way and you start walking backwards,
right. Say you're playing Counter-Strike, right? So say you're playing like or Call of Duty in VR. So you're sitting at your keyboard or your Xbox, right? And you're running and you're shooting, and you look to the left, and your cursor does not move. Your cursor is still pointed straight. Your head, your camera is facing this way, but then you start strafing to the right. So the game thinks you're facing this way. You're moving this way, and your head is facing this way. It feels like. I don't really know how to explain it. It just you're not in control.
It sounds like.
Yeah, if you're shotgun, like in the literal sense, right? Like on a stagecoach shotgun in a game, I can imagine that sort of thing, where you're just traveling through the fields might get you sick. No?
If you don't have control over your movement, if you're riding like a ride, if you're like on a rail system or something, if you're on a rail system shooter, that's not so bad. But as soon as you like start moving yourself it's kind of like a disconnect. If you take a step and you're on a rail system and you move and your character doesn't move, that disconnect sets you off. Not even just me. There have been several people that are like, no, I don't get motion sickness. You put them in there and they're just like, I can't do this.
Yeah, your
but
brain
on the
can't
other side,
justify that just happened because your brain is perceiving that you're not just sitting still. Your brain is perceiving that you're like going on a path, but it also just told your entire body to make a movement, and it's fucking your wiring up.
And I would say that it wouldn't be that bad, but this is we're talking about an experience where on stream, like several times on stream, I've tried to lean or put something on a VR table, or I've tried to lean on a wall, and I've straight fallen over because that you just accept it as reality. That's one of the cool things.
It's really cool.
So
have you gotten any of the pornographic accessories to this thing?
Accessories? No. I don't have like a pocket pussy that fucks me along with like a.
No, you just use your hands like a simple man with simple VR technology.
Do you want me to? Listen.
We all have sex robots around here.
We do.
You have the blowjob robot.
We all got one.
We all got one. Well, Taylor never got his.
Poor guy.
I think he's lying. I think his brother like swooped in there and like made off with his blowjob machine.
Yeah, that's gonna be a confession, and like if I like on my deathbed, they're gonna come up to me. I just had to let you know. You did get that machine. Like, I don't think you want it now, though. Like, it's been years.
I can really quick. You want the skinny on VR porn it's not good enough. It just it looks like you're fucking a 30-foot tall woman. Like they don't have it. The perspective on a 360 video is different than the perspective of a game made for VR. So like that lady who's riding me, I'm like this. I'm like, what the fuck is this, Amazonian goddess doing on me?
That's
and then
my
it's
kink.
Like, that's not. Yeah, all right, maybe it is. But then you gotta like beat it in time with it, and that just breaks the, immersion. It's just not that great. I'm waiting for the next gen VR.
We'll get there, We're just getting started with the VR porn. We'll get some
I have high hopes. I hope
eventually.
How does
I want an attachment that like comes out like a boom arm like this, and it's just like as I'm over here, just like.
Are these VR goggles also a headset?
What do you?
Seems like they would have
for audio.
right? Part of the virtual reality is sound. Like you have the 3D sound coming in.
So no, only Oculus has built-in headphones, and they're like. The headphones you get with your cell phone. I mean, they all have headphone ports, so you just plug it in. Like, I use these headphones. I just plug it in and put it over top of the headset, and then it's fine.
Okay. You'd think they should... Someone could... because audio is a huge part of the experience. You guys are all kind of hip to it, but a lot of people don't get that audio is every bit as important as video. I'm surprised someone hasn't made, like, a whole freaking VR half-helmet thing.
What more do they need than 7.1 surround, though?
Well, it sounds to me like you supply your own headset, and they just do. It's like a monitor.
They ship with a headset. It's just not the greatest headset. Like, I mean, anybody who has Apple earbuds, and is acceptable and thinks that's acceptable quality, they're never going to complain. But if you're somebody who's going to buy the Vive anyways, this is an $800 plus accessories system. Even the Oculus is $600. Like, we're not talking about Jimmy's mom going out to the store like with an Oculus. Like, here, Jimmy. Like, we're talking about people that understand. If you want to upgrade your audio, you're just going to get a better headset. It's not. I don't know. I don't think audio definitely helps, but it's not. The lack of inclusion is not pivotal to like the success or failure. Of the
Maybe
system.
I need to see it. I just in my head, I feel like the
this is the Vive.
The form factor of like being on top of your head and side of your head. And, like,
why don't I just put it on? I can just do that. All right. I can't hear you guys, but here's the 5 cables that come out, or 3 cables, I guess, and here's the audio cable. You just plug this in. So in order to put it on, you just literally do this, and then you stretch it over your head, and I'm done. And then where's my headset? And now I look like a praying mantis or whatever. So I mean, it just fits on fine.
I see better now.
Now hang on, I have a question. While you're in that virtual world, do you ever have the fear that someone's going to come up behind you and slit your throat?
Like, specifically slit
constantly, I bet.
Forevermore, I want you to think, when you're in that virtual world, riding a roller coaster, like popping little bubbles or balloons, or like dodging throwing knives, that some guy could have broken into your apartment. He's already dealt with whoever he encountered first, and he's just watching you, laughing, while he brings the straight razor closer and closer to your jugular.
Would you ever wear a VR headset in an Airbnb, Kyle?
Jesus, no.
Let me tell you, I am so freaked out to be wearing this headset in an Airbnb that like I'm honestly going to get up and go check the door to make sure it's locked because when I brought that pizza in earlier, I'm not positive that I locked it, and I got to know.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay.
That was the best shit I've ever heard.